In the center of the story is a homeless guy. His fate is very difficult. Children's boy. Doesn't know the parents. Fighting for every piece of bread. He sits on the square and shows card tricks. He does not beg for money, but earns. The show seems to give. And he sometimes will cry and remembers the past. He was fond of after-making before. Graduated from the orphanage and got a driver's license. I did not have time to work properly. I ended up in the army. There he already honed his driving skills. Before being transferred to the reserve, one of his colleges gave him an address. They say call. They will take you as a driver, by all means. The guy returned home, although there is some kind of house. The room is small from the state. It is difficult to find a job, so he calls the number indicated. And these are the rich. They take him as a driver. Also, the head of the family is constantly on the road and his wife is in charge of everything. Our boyfriend has never seen him. The millionaire was childless, but took her with 2 children. The beauty wrapped him in her own, to be sure. Everything is fine, but the eldest son of a millionaire is very self-willed and arrogant. Our guy drives it. One day he gets behind the wheel and knocks down a person while drunk. Accident, resonance and scandal. The guy is hiding from the scene. Then our wife of millionaire asks the orphan guy to take over everything. They say we will help you with money. Otherwise, you can sit down with your son. And the foster father, as soon as he returns from England, will immediately deprive him for this inheritance. In general, the guy agreed and sat down. They gave it to him, to the fullest. The accident was very bad. They gave me 7 or 8 years. He sat from call to call. No help, no grocery delivery. At the log inside, it was still crushed by a log. Came out lame and embittered. There is no housing and no job. Out of hopelessness. He began to show card tricks. Who will feed and who will give a penny? He is not a beggar. And then one day the major stops in front of him on the Porsche. He says, let's play. Our guy refused, but the major teases him. And what to put? Major says that he will park his car and if you lose, you will jump off the bridge. Our bum thought and agreed. And what does he have to lose? Why is such a life needed? In general, they play and the guy wins. And the major begins to play up. But a crowd of people gathered around. Many are filming. Major agrees, but says that they only need to pick up the documents at home. The bum sits down with him. And the major is the younger brother of the guy who framed the homeless. He grew up and changed. When the orphan worked as a driver, he was still small. He brings him to the mansion. This is another house already. They sold that one. And the major drives into the yard and calls all the household members to look at this. Like, look here, homeless man, Porsche wanted. Then his brother comes out and the homeless person recognizes him. After all, he was imprisoned for 7 years for him. Throws himself with his fists. Here he is his offender. He has seen him in dreams for so many years. Noise, noise, security. And then the owner of the house comes out. What's the matter, they say. The homeless man says that he won a car at cards. But when he saw the offender, he no longer needed the debt. The old man is interested. He asks what and how. He did not know all this, since he was in England. And here adopt sons, it turns out, they committed house. He left ashamed in front of a guy with a crippled fate. He kicked out his wife. He already had claims against her without this, and this was the last straw. And he followed his adopted sons out. And the guy gave the due winnings and added money for the years innocently spent in prison and the resulting lameness. Businessman went with a concept.